This week on Arrow, we finally saw the reveal of the mysterious character known as the Vigilante. This character first showed up in Season 5, Episode 7, appropriately titled Vigilante, and it's been quite the mystery ever since that episode finding out who this character could be, and we found out a few months ago that we would find out in Season 6. And we have finally got the reveal, and for some, I'm going to say most, it was very underwhelming. So we discovered, after a little tussle between Dinah Drake and the Vigilante, he took off his mask to reveal himself as Dinah Drake's ex-lover and ex-partner, Vincent Sobel. Now this was extremely weird, and I have extremely mixed feelings about it, and to be honest, I'm going to be straight up here, I didn't like this reveal. I think it was a waste of a reveal for such a cool character and such an interesting build-up, to have it fall completely flat when he took off his mask to reveal that it was a character who we barely even knew. This is made even more frustrating by the fact that we were told by many producers and writers on Arrow that it was going to be a character that we had a personal connection with, a character we had seen before, and a character who had a close connection to a member of Team Arrow. And while all of these things were technically true, it wasn't exactly what we were expecting and what we were told, especially when we find out that the connection was to Dinah Drake. Dinah Drake being a character who was only introduced last season, and this made it like it seemed like this character was just introduced. Also, we didn't really have a close connection to this character considering how we had only seen him once before. We saw him in the episode where Dinah Drake was first introduced last season, as we find out her backstory about how her and her partner were sabotaged when they were undercover as in the SCPD, or the CCPD I think it was, sorry. And this made it very frustrating as, like we said, we were told that we had a close connection to this character, but we had only ever seen him once, ever, in one episode, and it was pretty much a throwaway character who we didn't really need in the end. And then to add insult to injury, they changed the actor who played Vincent. When we saw him in that flashback back in Season 5, that is a completely different actor to who was on screen this week as the Vigilante. So when he took off his mask or his helmet or his visor, most viewers wouldn't not only remember who Vincent was, but they wouldn't even recognise him because it's a completely different actor. And it's not even until later on when Dinah says who it is where you would actually click, because this was such a stupid decision on their part, and it was really frustrating and annoying for viewers. Also, it was revealed that similarly to Dinah Drake, he is also a metahuman. He was affected by the particle accelerator, and apparently he has some kind of healing factor going on. But one thing I don't understand is, he was shot in the head immediately as the particle accelerator went off. And he was shot in the head again this episode and survived. So does he only have is he immune in the head, or is he immune the whole body? They don't explain it, and it's really weird. And the fact they've made him a metahuman, even though he was set up as such a grounded villain, kind of eliminates all the cool elements that came from him. So what about the future of this character? Well, I feel that he's not exactly going to stick around very long. I don't think he's going to become a member of Team Arrow just because he's far too similar to characters like Diggle and Wild Dog. I feel that he is definitely up for a death, though. I feel that they might pull a HR from Flash Season 3 where he'll perhaps die for Dinah, therefore saving her life and other members of Team Arrow, kind of dying out as a hero. I feel that's the route Vigilante's going to go down. He's definitely going to die this time. He's going to stay dead, and I think that he's just going to be a plot device in this season. So what do you guys think about Vigilante being revealed as Vincent Sobel? I know I really don't care about it. I think it's just a bit of a waste of time. That whole build-up and the whole mystery is kind of irrelevant now. It's kind of pointless. I'm extremely disappointed. I think if they would have made it someone along the lines of Captain Pike, that would have been a lot more engrossing and a lot more entertaining, and a lot more realistic as well. And this whole metahuman thing is just completely weird and not necessary, and I don't really understand why they're doing it.